Hi guys, and welcome to TaylahTalk. Today I'm giving you another storytime video because I noticed how much you liked the last one. And I figured, why not share more horrible stories of things that have happened to me. So basically, this story, I'm sure you can tell by the title, is basically my first moving out experience and how it ended up on the news. I started going to college about halfway through 2013. It's about 45 minutes away from where I live, and I have to get the bus every day, and it started becoming like a pain. So I was like, oh, why don't I move out and find somewhere to live close by so I can just like get to college super easy. And so I looked on Gumtree for like shared houses and things, and I saw like, it was in the thing, it was like penthouse, roommates wanted. And then I was like clicking into it, and it looked really awesome. It was like a really good price, and the views looked amazing just from the photos. So I was like, sure, why not? Messaged them and like organized it, and me and my dad went up there to check it out. And basically when we got there, the landlord's like assistant greeted us with her baby, and she took us up there, and it was amazing. The elevator doors opened to our apartment, like we didn't share the floor with anyone else. We like walked in, it was like 360 views, looking over like the whole entire Gold Coast. Like really nice. And basically she told me that I've lived there with 7 other girls, and basically like you just share like each other's space, like besides your bedroom and things like that. And I'm like, okay, makes sense. The only thing that sucked about this penthouse, which confused me, was like there was only like one main bathroom. There was en-suites in a couple other girls' rooms. I think there was like 5 of us sharing one bathroom, which is weird for a penthouse if you think they'd have more bathrooms, but whatever. Hey guys, sorry for the location change. I just realized when I was editing this that there's chunks of footage missing, which is so weird. My camera kept overheating when I was filming this video. So basically, after looking at the apartment, I went home and I was looking through things, and I decided like, why not? Let's move. Packed my stuff into a trailer. I moved in, and what they didn't tell me when I was going to move in was that I was rooming with 2 other girls. By the way, I totally just realized I'm wearing the same outfit as my last video, but that's okay, because guess what? Sometimes I film videos right after each other. It saves time. Behind the scenes, look into TaylahTalk. She's lazy. Shock. Yeah, so basically I roomed with 2 Chinese girls, and they were awesome, but the roommates were very quiet and closed off. One of the main rules of the house was you're not allowed boys up. Like, no boys whatsoever. Just none. Not at all. And I'm like, okay. At the time, I was seeing that guy that was in my other storytime video about the cheating thing, and he came up one day. This is the only thing he did. I got him from downstairs. We came to the apartment because I forgot something. We walked into my room, grabbed something, and we left. Not even a minute. Like, seconds. And the next day I got a text message from the assistant going like you know the rules, this isn't what happens, strike 1. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, are you kidding me? I understand like boys in an apartment, but I'm thinking like a long ass time. Like, this is a second. And she goes, next time just tell me he's coming, and then I see if it's okay. I'm like, so I have to plan my life around you? And I'm like, great. One of the girls dobbed on me. Yeah, I thought it was super rude, and I was like, I would never do that to one of you. Like, fine, whatever. It was super annoying whenever you come over because you'd have to like go down to the pool or like somewhere like down in the apartment block to hang out. And I'm like, it's so annoying. Like, well, we'd have to leave and go somewhere. Like, I should be able to chill in my room and do what I want. Like, I pay the rent, I pay my bills. That was like one thing that happened. Another thing that happened was like, it was my friend's birthday, and I was like, there was 2 of them, and they were both girls, and I didn't say anything to them because I didn't feel like I had to. The 2 of them came up and we had drinks. They were already so drunk by the time they got in there, and we were supposed to pre-drink here. Like, one girl I didn't really know, and she was so drunk she threw up all in the kitchen sink, but I cleaned it up before we left. And so I tried to get him out like as fast as possible. I'm just like, let's go. And then we went, and the next day I got a text message like, Taylah, we don't appreciate you bringing guests here if they're gonna treat the place like this, blah blah blah. I told them I cleaned it the second it happened, but the weird thing was there was no girls around. Like, there was no girls around to see what she did. Like, they might have heard her throwing up, but they wouldn't have known it would be in the kitchen. Because, like, there was a balcony next to it, there was a lounge room. Like, there was no mess. So, like, they couldn't have come out later and been like, oh, it was there. Like, nothing. I cleaned it. I made sure. And I'm just like, what the fuck is going on? Like, how do they keep dobbing on me? And I was, like, getting so angry. And then the next week came by, and I was at college. And I get a text message from, like, my in-room roommate. And she's like, Taylah, I have to come back here now. We've all been kicked out. And I was like, what? Maybe she doesn't mean what she's saying, like, she's still learning English, but I'm like, that's so weird. Like, oh, okay, whatever. I was supposed to go to the movies with Geordie, like, that afternoon from college. My college was in a shopping center, so we could, like, go shopping and go to the movies and stuff, like, during or after college. It was great. And she came, and I'm like, do you mind if I just go see, like, what this is about? I only lived, like, 10 minutes away from college. And she's like, yeah, sure. And we drove there. I, like, to this day, like, cannot, like, express my love towards Geordie for helping me through this time. because like she is the bomb. She saved my life. Like I don't know what I would have done without her. But anyway, back to the story. Jordy, love it. We got to the apartment and like walked into the penthouse. The penthouse was 3 levels high, but all the girls lived on level 1. And the other 2 were for the landlord and his family. And we got down and there was no one there. And I was like, has everyone like flew the coop? I went to my room, everyone's stuff was still there as well as mine. I'm like, okay. And then I get a text message, come upstairs. And I'm like, I've never been upstairs before. And I walk upstairs and a current affair is there. Like cameras. Freaking that dude, I don't know his name, but he's like blonde, and cops, like the cops are there, and I walk up to a cop standing at the top of the stairs, and I'm like, and he's like, do you live here? And I was like, yes. And he goes, can you sit down in the lounge, please? All the girls were sitting on like the back of the lounge. For any of you who don't know, A Current Affair is like this, like a television show. It's kind of like the news, but it's more like one-on-one interview kind of like news, like it's not just like a broad worldwide thing. It's like, this is what happened in Australia, blah, blah, blah. And like, there's like cameras, like huge giant cameras, like off dollies, like big things like this. Just like, I'm just like, what is happening? Like, what? And I sit down next to like my roommates. And I'm like, what's happening? I'm like, can you tell me? Cause what? And she goes, apparently 2 of the girls dogged in on the landlord for like harassing them. And I'm like, what do you mean? Like abusing them like verbally or something? And apparently one of the girls were getting text messages from the landlord saying like sexual things. I think at the time she was underage for sure. She was like 17, 16, something, living at a home. And then another girl claimed like similar things happened to her and all these other things. And then I learned that there were cameras all throughout downstairs. My whole, like the whole everything that I've ever questioned in this house just makes sense now. Like that time that dude came up, my friends came up, they were fucking watching me. Like, are you fucking serious? They were like watching me on cameras. And the worst part about it was that I heard like there was a rumor the girls were saying that there was a camera in the bathroom. 5 girls sharing one bathroom, and he was filming it. That's what I was told. And I was like, are you like for real? I was so angry. Like, I was livid. The Current Affair guy was like asking me questions like, did you know about this? And I'm like, fuck no. Do you think I would live in this house if I knew about this? And a lot of my roommates were international, so I felt so bad for them because they would have had no clue like that this thing can happen here. I guess it can happen anywhere, but just like, what? He wasn't at the apartment at the time, and then he like ran into the apartment and ran to the doors because of course like a Current Affair like la 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 like trying to get in his face, and he like locked himself away in the apartment. And I was just like, what is happening? What is my life right now? They made us like play up for the cameras. Like they made us like bang on the door and ask what's going on, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay, this is a bit weird. But he turned off all our electricity and he turned off our fobs. And our fobs are basically our way to get up and down the lift to get in and out of the apartment. And so basically, if we were going to leave this apartment, we weren't coming back up. So like we just like camped out in darkness, because by the time it was like 3 o'clock when I got there, by the time like everything was still happening, it was like 7, it was pitch black, and we had to use the lights off the cameras like to like see what we were doing, and it was ridiculous. And then the assistant came, she obviously finished work, but she came back to help situate the situation. She went upstairs, I don't know what he said to her or anything, but basically she came back down and she started ripping off the intercom off the walls, like another way for us to get down and up. She ripped them off the walls. And there was one left, and every single girl in that apartment ran to that intercom and like covered it and was like, if you touch this, we swear to God. Because like all our shit's up here, like all our belongings, everything we've ever owned is like up here. And if you like disconnect us from this, because obviously we're not going to stay here tonight, but if you disconnect us from us, we're never going to get our stuff back. And we were like freaking out. And she's like, I have to do it, he told me to do it, being all dramatic and stuff. And she's like, it's not my fault, blah, 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 blah. And we're just like, you cannot do this. And basically, we talked her out of it, and she ended up going back upstairs. At this point, I'm like, I just want to leave. Like, I'm done. I only lived there for like 2-3 weeks. Like, I was not there long at all. Basically, she comes down and she tells us we have 20 minutes to get our stuff and get out. And I'm like, okay, great. So I go into my room and I start packing up, and I'm thinking, there's no way I could fit my queen size bed and my giant ass bookshelf inside Jordy's car. So I go to her and I'm like, I went up to her and I'm like, I like legit I had nothing to do with this. and can you guarantee the safety of my bed and my bookshelf, and I can come get it tomorrow morning, like as early as you want me. I'll be here at like 5 a.m. if you need me. Like, I need my stuff. And she goes, yeah, I understand, you're a part of the problem. Sure, you can get your stuff back. And I'm like, okay, like, you swear to God, like, on like your baby, like everything, like, yes, I'm gonna get this stuff back. And she's like, yeah, absolutely. And I'm like, okay. Another thing that annoys me immensely is that I threw out my packing boxes 2 days before this happened. So I'm fitting my whole entire like room's contents inside like whatever I can. Like if I have bags, I'm just stuffing them full of crap. And Geordie brought up her stroller that she put Scarlett in, and like shoving things into that, just everything. We filled up her whole entire car with just stuff. And I'm forever grateful that she came with me, because imagine if she didn't, because I didn't have a car, I didn't have nothing. Like, I'd be just like on the street. She is like my savior, like hallelujah. So basically, I got my stuff and I left. And the other girls got put into a hotel, because the current affair were like, you can't stay here, we'll put you up for a week in a hotel. And so the morning came and my dad drove up, because Geordie only lived like 10 minutes from that place as well. So my dad came up, brought a trailer for my bed and my stuff, and we were in the car park of the apartment, and I'm texting her going, I'm here for my stuff, like, can I please go up and get it? She's like, you're not allowed up here. And I'm like, well, I didn't shit, so. And after like half an hour of texting her after she didn't send that, I'm like, I need my stuff. Like, this is my private property. If you take it from me, I will call the police. She goes, check the lift now. And I'm like, okay then. So we stand at the lifts and like watching the numbers drop, and I'm like, I bet you that's it. And sure enough, when the doors open, no one is in the lift except for my bed and my bookcase. I'm thinking, what if like someone else like went in to get it on a level, like in another thing, and saw it and was like, yes, free bed. Like, are you kidding me? Like, I was just like, I'm done. We like, me and Dad just like dragged it all out, put it in the trailer, and we left. And I left, and I was like fucking done. The other girls took them to court to get their bond back, because none of us got our money back. I paid rent like 2 days before this happened, and I'm so annoyed because I'm just like, could I save myself like $300? But apparently the other girls were like saving up their rent, so they all knew about it, and I was just like left in the dark. Like, thanks. Fucking legends. Basically, that's the story of the first time I moved out and how it was absolutely shit. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Comment down below if you feel any kind of sympathy for me. Until next time, I'll talk with you later. Bye.